This piece of equipment is known as the Combi-Oven, or a combination oven, Alto-Sham brand. Relatively new piece of technology that has a lot of different features too. I'm just going to show you its basic function and how to operate it. Inside of the Combi-Oven, there is a thermostat or a probe that is located just off to the right. If you are going to prepare something like a large roast, I recommend that you use the probe. That way you do not have to constantly open and close the door. On the control panel here, this is all touch sensitive buttons to turn it on. Very simply, turn the power on. You will see whatever cooking technique is lit up is going to be the one you are going to use. To get it operational, you must then start or pick one of these. We have a steam, a combination cooking, and a convection. The combination inserts steam into the oven while running on a convection mode. Every time you push a different button, the light will light up around that button so you know which one you are using. After you turn on the cooking mode, then you need to set the cook temperature by selecting the cook temperature button, and you can adjust the temperature by using the knob or these up and down arrows. After you've set your temperature, now set your time by pressing the time button. It will then move over. The time is indicated in hours and minutes. So right now this reads 12 minutes. To adjust your time, again, use the black knob or the up and down arrows. If you are going to use the temperature probe that is on the inside of the oven, rather than setting your timer, you will select the core temperature button, and you can again use the up and down arrows or the knob to adjust the temperature whatever way you would like to go. I am going to preset this for 165 degrees as we would cook any poultry products. Once I have set the time and the temperature, or set the core temperature, now you need to hit the start button. When you close the door to the Combi-Oven, do not slam it. You want to make sure you shut this easily. There is glass on the interior of this and it will break, okay? You must turn the knob so it is all the way down. That will lock the door into place. You cannot start the oven while the door is open. It will automatically shut off. Again, to start it once the door is closed, press the start button that is here at the top. This oven does not have to be preheated. It will heat up within about 60 seconds. It is much more energy efficient than most ovens, because most ovens you do need to preheat. You can already see the temperature rising at a very rapid rate. Since we did the core temperature, once the inside temperature reaches 165 degrees as we had preset it, you will hear the timer go off and the machine will shut down. It will not continue to cook. Therefore, when you have your food in there, if you do not immediately get it out, it will still be warm inside, but no more heat is being produced. Once the timer goes off, I will demonstrate how to properly open the door. But in order to release some of the heat, there is a button on the front of this which says vent. If I push that, it will open the vent and blow the heat out. Now, since it is continuing to heat, the temperature is still rising in this case. Notice how the temperature is not bolded. It's kind of highlighted now. If it is still bolded, the oven is not running. Now that it is done running, you see that number go back to bold. That indicates to me it is done running. Also notice the flashing light. Another indication that it is done, and you can hear the timer itself. To stop the timer, push the start and stop button and it will shut down. Now, when I'm ready to open the door to the oven, I want to be aware that it is going to be very hot on the inside of that, and I want to be careful when I open it. It is a good practice to stand behind the door crack the handle, let a little bit of the heat escape, and then open it up, stepping back with the door. Do not swing the door open. Again, there is glass on the inside of it, and it can break. The inside of the oven, again, will get hot. The racks will get hot. If you are using the temperature probe, the cord that is attached to that will also be hot. So you want to make sure you use a side towel to pull out any racks or any product out of the oven. Once you are done with the oven and you are ready to clean, there are two chemicals that we will use to clean the oven with. It is a self-cleaning oven, meaning that we will preset and start the cycle, and then it will run by itself and clean itself. We do not have to scrub it like we did the ovens on the other side. The first chemical comes in a bucket that looks like this. They are little round pellets that will be inserted into the drain in the back of the oven. And it is right underneath the rack here. Those pellets will go into that drain, and then you will recover them. Recover the drain. For a lightly soiled oven, we will use 2 pellets. For a heavily soiled oven, we will use 3. The second chemical that will be used, and you want to make sure that you put this in second after those pellets, is in this spray bottle labeled Combi-Therm Liquid Oven Cleaner. This is used for spot spraying within the oven if there are drippages or pieces of food that are stuck to the oven itself, to help them to get released. Again, it is a caustic substance. You do not want to handle the oven cleaner with a bare hand. If you're going to open it up, you want to make sure you put a glove on. Once I have the cleaners in the oven, I will close it, making sure that the cord for the probe is out of the way. And again, you must make sure you latch the oven. Now, to start the cleaning cycle, there is a function button here that is pictured as a chef, the one right in the middle. Once I start this cleaning process, I cannot stop it. So you want to make sure that you really want to start it. Do not start this unless we are going to clean it. So to start the cleaning cycle, I'm going to press the chef button. I'm going to use the black knob to move my icon here that is highlighted over to the one that says clean. Once my icon is at that position, I will push the chef button again. Now it's going to ask me many questions. I think there's 5 or 6 of them. Is the water turned on? Yes, it is. We're going to push the chef button again. Do I want to rinse only? No, I do not. I want to clean. Then we're going to push the chef button again. We will say this is, it'll ask you, is it a clean, heavy, or normal? I'm going to do a normal clean. Now it's going to ask me, did I insert 2 cleaner solutions? I will say yes. Now this is the last opportunity you have to answer a question. If at any point I answer one of these questions wrong, it will start me over. Now I am not going to start the cleaning cycle, but if I would want to start it, I would move that over and push the chef button one more time. I'm going to cancel this out by going to no, hitting the chef button, and again, it resets the computer so that it cannot be started to clean. When you're all done, you can turn the power off to the oven and it will shut everything down. Again, this oven does not need to be preheated. It will heat up within about 60 seconds of you turning it on. Therefore, it is much more eco-friendly. The outside of the unit does get hot, as you can see by the pictures here at the top. So you want to be aware that inside and parts of the outside are hot, so be careful when you are touching them. Do not touch them with your bare skin. There are 2 units, a top and a bottom, that operate separately. So you can have one person using the top and one person using the bottom. Again, I said that this is a combination oven. It uses a couple different cooking styles. We have the convection, we have a combination, and then we also have a steam. Steam would be for doing vegetables, as I would, in a pot or in a commercial steamer. The combination mode, again, will insert a small amount of water or moisture into the oven. By doing so, it will cook your product up to 50% faster. So a roasted chicken leg that takes 45 minutes on the convection mode will take approximately 25 on the combination mode.